What's happening in the industry is there's a lot of consolidation. There is a lot of pivoting. There's a lot of changes. You have to understand how to prompt that AI tool for your market research so that you can take your messages to your target customers who operate in those segments and resonate with them based on what they already know is going on in their industry and how they're trying to plan for it or navigate through it. Hello, founders and small business leaders. Kenan Rappuchi here, founder and chief growth officer of Sellerant, your business growth ally. Here today, hitting you up with another episode of the Revenue Recipe. Here we have some practical tips, tools, strategies, tactics, and basically just talking about things that help you do one thing, and that's sell more faster. It's a book, by the way, by my friend Amos Schwartzfarb, formerly at Techstars. Amos, hope you're doing well. Thanks for that great book you've written because it has a lot of wisdom in it. We're going to talk about some things today that are very important to everybody who's trying to grow their business, especially founders and small business leaders. What I'm talking about here is those that got a product, it's monetizable, you're in the launch stage, you're trying to find product market fit. Maybe you have a couple $100,000 in funding, or maybe you're one of the fortunate few that have gotten $1 million or $2 or $4 from a seed or pre-seed or early investor, all the way up to a small business owner who's in market. Maybe growth has stalled. You're maybe at 5 to 10 million, trying to go to 50 or 100 plus, and things are sort of rocky for you right now. Well, if you fall in that category, if that sounds like who you are and what you're doing, the Revenue Recipe is for you. Today, we're going to talk specifically about how AI is going to insert itself into your growth playbook and what that really means. And I'm going to try to make this as succinct as possible and simple as possible to give you a foundation of understanding about the fundamentals of using AI in a marketing and sales function to accelerate revenue growth for your business. First and foremost, let's kind of set the guardrails around what AI will and won't do, is and isn't, and what it should and shouldn't do. We'll start with process of elimination. What AI is not, at least not yet, it may or not ever be in our lifetime. What it is not is it's not a full replacement for the experts in your organization or those you bring on as partners or coaches or advisors in marketing strategy, go-to-market execution, content delivery, demand generation, lead generation, and sales operations and revenue acquisition. It still requires experts to execute those key pieces of your growth foundation. What it is it's a tool that helps you do specific things faster, more efficiently. What it should be doing is that, helping your experts save time with functions like market research, buyer intent, intelligence, compiling and analyzing and succinctly collating and delivering market conditions and market trends, and in some cases, even predictions. Not that they're that accurate, but it will at least start the process of that critical thinking that has to be done so that you're where you need to be when you need to be there, so that you're catching your market where they are and where they hurt when they're there and how badly they feel, with the right solution to fix their pain, fix their problem, and fix their stalling of growth. We'll break this down into a very simple sentence for you. AI makes it easy, but only expertise makes it effective. I'll repeat that. AI makes it easy, only expertise makes it effective. So the position that AI is going to play in launching and scaling your startup and small business is very simply put as it is an enabling tool. It's an enabling innovative technology that allows us to identify trends, research faster, compile our best target lists more quickly, and understand the practical, tactical, and strategic situations they're in right now. That allows us to take that information that it compiles quicker than it's ever been compiled, and allows us to use our expertise in ways that only our expertise can create growth. So AI makes it easy, Only expertise makes it effective. Okay, so what does that look like in the real world? What it looks like is you need to have first a platform. You need to have a growth platform. We use HubSpot. My company, Sellerant, is the most effective, largest HubSpot for startups partner in the entire partner ecosystem, which is to say we've done more implementations and growth intelligence integrations than any other partner in the ecosystem. And we've been bringing startups to market since 95 in some way, shape, or form, specifically myself. Without that platform, you're lacking a key pillar to build that technology onto, and that will enable you to scale your growth faster. First step is to have that platform. Little plug here, Sellerant has just launched its beta version of the Dynamic Growth Intelligence platform. It is ours exclusively. No one else has this technology. Click on the link below to get in our early adopter list. It is completely free. The only condition is you have to be using HubSpot, at least a pro or enterprise version. So if you're into that and doing that now, click the QR code below. We'll take care of you on our Dynamic Growth Intelligence platform. Take care of that first pillar. Okay, so you've got your platform. You've selected the AI tools you need to select. So what are the best AI tools? There are a litany of them. I'm going to start with not listing all of them because that is going to change by the time this episode airs in about a week. Okay, so I will tell you that you want to look for specific functions that AI does. Now we'll talk about what that looks like. Function number one is market intelligence. You have to become an expert at prompting. If you're not, we can give you a playbook on how to do that. Just hit the link below and we'll get you that playbook to learn how to give you the prompts that get you what you need out of the research. Number two, you need AI that's going to give you market dynamics. So this is a way to take what used to be weeks or months of highly specialized research analysts and experts to compile as little as 5 years ago and cut that into 5 minutes. So you also need to know specifically the market trends and the market conditions and the market strategies. So that can inform the prompts that you give those AI tools to specifically give you the data you need to take action on. So when we talk about market and industry elements, what we're talking about are things like, for example, the overall SaaS industry. So business software under $500 a month. Okay, we're talking QuickBooks, we're talking Slack, we're talking Trello, we're talking Monday, we're talking all these applications and SaaS apps that are literally just flooding the market, trying to compete with each other for your business. What's happening in the industry is there's a lot of consolidation. There is a lot of pivoting. There's a lot of changes. You have to understand how to prompt that AI tool for your market research so that you can take your messages to your target customers who operate in those segments and resonate with them based on what they already know is going on in their industry and how they're trying to plan for it or navigate through it. Now, these are pretty key topics. You can't kind of overlook or kind of gloss over them. It's critical that you get into the weeds and use the AI tools at your disposal to get into those weeds so you can craft your message and value proposition that hits home to your audience based on what they're thinking about, worried about, spending their time on right now. And finally, you can use an AI tool to do some pricing intelligence, okay? You're always going to want to make sure that you're getting current pricing on your competition, others that are in your segment for, symbiotic market reasons, or they're not direct competitors, but you can benchmark against them for a pricing strategy. So now you can look at these three tools and say, these are the tools I need. Now, you're probably thinking, well, what about Clay and this and Outbound and Prospect.io and Apollo and AI and you don't need all that crap. You don't need it. Get a HubSpot platform, put it in play. Their automation and AI is good as better than anything else out there. You don't need a stack of tools for everything AI sales. Automated outreach in LinkedIn and automated outreach in email has its place. But in another episode, we're going to talk about how to use that automation judiciously to be able to get your message out. So once you have these tools set up, and you have your experts in go-to-market strategy, demand generation, lead generation, and actually closing deals, You're going to be able to use that expertise to become much more efficient and effective in closing deals faster. Look, I know we covered a lot in a short 10 minutes. Here's the bottom line. What AI isn't is a replacement for your experts. What it is a way to put in place the key elements that you need to exercise and execute to put yourself in a position for those experts to close more deals for you faster. You need market intelligence, you need sales intelligence, buyer intent, and you need the ability to understand what's happening in those elements with AI to put you in place to resonate your message to your market. If you want to get a quick playbook on that, have a session with me, click the link below, comment in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We drop these episodes all the time. We're here to help you accelerate your growth in the age of AI. Remember, AI makes it easy. Only expertise makes it effective. Stay tuned for more nuggets from the Revenue Recipe. I'm signing off. Kenan Rappuchi here to your growth founders. Be good.